Today I'm counting down the only 5 mid-size cars actually worth your money in 2026, ranked by Kelley Blue Book. And the number 1 spot is going to mess with your head because Kelley Blue Book didn't pick one winner for the top of this list. They picked 2. Welcome to the best automotive channel on YouTube. This is Atif Cars. Kelley Blue Book's editors spent hundreds of hours driving and testing every car in this class for 2026. They scored each one on performance, reliability, safety, and value, and then real owners weighed in with their own ratings after actually living with these cars. I went through every score, every price, and every real owner complaint so you don't have to. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which mid-size sedan is the real goldmine and which one's reputation is doing more work than the car itself. Before we get into it, hit subscribe. This channel exists to protect your wallet, one bad car deal at a time, and a new breakdown like this lands every week. Let's start at the bottom of this list, with a car most people don't expect to see here at all. Number 5 is the 2026 Toyota Crown. When you hear the name Crown, you probably picture a big, soft sedan built for someone twice your age. Here's where Kelley Blue Book throws you a curveball. The Crown carries an expert rating of 4.4 out of 5, the same exact score as a car you're about to meet later on this list, and Kelley Blue Book describes it as a large, comfortable hybrid sedan with levels of luxury and performance that may genuinely surprise you. It starts at $42,535. That's not a typo. That's roughly $13,000 more than the cheapest car on this list, walking straight out the door before you've added a single option. In exchange, you're getting 30 combined miles per gallon out of a full-size hybrid platform that most buyers assume only delivers size, not efficiency. I'll be straight with you, Kelley Blue Book didn't publish the same deep breakdown on the Crown that they did for the rest of this list. No consumer rating, no feature-by-feature teardown. So if you're seriously considering one, go check Kelley Blue Book's site directly for the full picture before you decide. The verdict here: if you've got the budget, the Crown is the quiet luxury play hiding inside a list full of mainstream sedans. If you don't have that budget, keep watching, because the rest of this list will save you over $10,000 and still hand you a 2026 model. And that's just the warm-up. Wait until you see what happens at the very top of this list, because Kelley Blue Book genuinely could not pick a single winner. This tied situation, by the way, isn't just happening once. Number 4 is the 2026 Hyundai Sonata, and it's officially tied with the Crown for that exact same spot on Kelley Blue Book's real ranking. Most people assume a sedan starting under $28,700 means you're cutting corners somewhere, probably on safety or how long the warranty lasts. Kelley Blue Book's actual findings say the opposite. The Sonata earned the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's top award, Top Safety Pick Plus, and a full 5-star overall score from the federal regulator NHTSA. It starts at just $28,695, and Hyundai backs every Sonata with a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty, longer coverage than almost every rival on this list. The base engine returns up to 32 combined miles per gallon, and if you step up to the Sonata Hybrid, Kelley Blue Book says you can get as high as 51 combined miles per gallon. Kelley Blue Book's own cost-to-own data puts a 2026 Sonata at $57,606 total over 5 years, once you stack fuel, insurance, financing, and maintenance on top of $15,448 in depreciation. Here's the kicker though, one real Sonata owner reported their insurance more than tripled over 3 years, not because of an accident, but because their city flagged the Sonata as a top target for auto theft. That's a cost that never shows up on the sticker and can quietly wreck everything you saved by buying the cheaper car. The verdict: a genuine goldmine on the spec sheet, but call your insurance company before you sign anything, because theft rates can rewrite the entire math on this deal. Number 3 is the 2026 Kia K5, and this is where things get a little uncomfortable. On paper, the K5 looks like the smart shopper's pick. It's sporty, it's priced from $28,735, and Kelley Blue Book gives it a 4.5 expert rating with a class-leading 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty. 77% of real owners say they'd recommend it. The K5 GT even packs a turbocharged engine pumping out 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, more muscle than anything else on this list. But here's where the reality check hits. The K5 used to hold the Insurance Institute's Top Safety Pick Plus award. It doesn't anymore. Updated crash testing downgraded the K5, giving it a poor rating in the front overlap test and only a marginal score in the side impact test. NHTSA still gives it a 5-star overall score, but that's a different test with different standards, and a front overlap collision is one of the most common types of serious crashes on the road. The K5 also has no hybrid option at all for 2026, one of only 2 cars in this entire class that doesn't. Real owners are backing up the reliability concerns too. Multiple K5 drivers report the transmission jerking hard on the very first drive of the day every single day, a problem dealerships have struggled to even reproduce, let alone fix. One owner even had their car's body control module fail entirely within the first year, leaving the car sitting at the dealership for 4 weeks straight. The verdict? All style, surprising value almost everywhere, except the one crash test result that actually matters most in a real-world wreck. If you're getting real value out of this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button. It costs you nothing and it tells YouTube to put this in front of more people who are about to make the same expensive mistake you're trying to avoid. Because here's what happens at the top of this list. Kelley Blue Book ranked 2 completely different cars in the number 1 spot, with the exact same expert score. Once you see why, you'll understand exactly why checking one number is never enough. Number 2, the lower half of that tie, is the 2026 Honda Accord. The expectation here is simple. It's a Honda, it's reliable, and it's a little boring. Kelley Blue Book's data backs up exactly one half of that. The Accord earned a 4.8 expert rating and a real-world consumer rating of 4.6, with a reliability score of 4.9 out of 5, the highest reliability number of any car on this entire list. For 2026, it also picks up a bigger 9-inch infotainment screen, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and standard wireless charging, upgrades that used to cost extra. It starts at $29,590, returns up to 33 combined miles per gallon, and its resale value is almost the best in this whole class, beaten only by one car, the one we're about to talk about. One longtime Honda owner described handing down a previous Accord with 240,000 miles on it, still running fine before stepping into this generation. That's the kind of number that should make you stop scrolling. The trade-off? Just 2 trims to choose from and no all-wheel drive option at all. The verdict? If you want a car that simply does not break, this is it. Don't buy the rest. Number 1, tied at the very top, is the 2026 Toyota Camry. On paper, it's an easy case for the best car on this entire list. The Camry matches the Accord's 4.8 expert rating, and it's the only hybrid sedan in this class available with all-wheel drive. Every single trim is a hybrid, putting out up to 51 combined miles per gallon, and Kelley Blue Book's own editors ranked it number 1 in fuel-efficient sedans, number 1 in hybrid cars, and number 1 in resale value for the entire class. It starts at $30,495, just $905 more than the Accord, and Toyota backs the hybrid battery for 10 years or 150,000 miles. But here's the kicker the expert score alone won't show you. The Camry's real owner consumer rating is only 3.8, almost a full point lower than the Accord's 4.6. Real reviews flag plastic interior pieces that rattle, transmission behavior some owners describe as strange, and buyers second-guessing whether a hybrid-only sedan will hold its value as the market keeps shifting towards electric vehicles. That's the entire lesson packed into one tied ranking. Kelley Blue Book's editors looked at the engineering and called it a dead heat. Real owners living with these cars every single day did not agree. The verdict? A spec sheet says goldmine, but the consumer rating says read the actual reviews before you sign, not just the headline score. So here's what this list really proves. The number from the expert review and the number from real owners are not always the same number, and the gap between them is exactly where your money is at risk. Kelley Blue Book ties the Accord and the Camry on paper. Real drivers split them by almost a full point. That gap is the difference between a smart purchase and a $30,000 lesson. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these 5 would you actually park in your driveway tonight? The safe tie at the top, or the hidden luxury gold mine sitting at $42,535? Tell me in the comments, and don't buy the rest until you do.